This girl is an angel, but that only comes to the top of her body. With her legs, the girl presses and squats more than you can imagine. However, we will talk about her strength a little later. Let's find out how this delicate Chinese woman managed to achieve such sizes in her legs, become a model of numerous magazines covers, give birth to a child, and at the same time have practically no belly on the 8th month of pregnancy, and how, with all this variety of achievements, she remained a cutie little pie. Her name is Yuan Herong. I hope I pronounce her name correctly, because I wouldn't want to end my life like that. Yuan is basically a professional athlete, but she doesn't work as a coach and doesn't make money from sports. Bodybuilding is just one of her hobbies, which she still has a lot of, if you know what I mean. By profession, the girl is a doctor of medicine and teaches at one of the best medical universities in Beijing. Her parents insisted on graduating from university and acquiring a specialty that will be able to financially support her in the long run. Yuan herself likes her specialty. She wrote about it in her Instagram and added that, among other things, likes to dance and work as a model as an additional income. The girl has a lot of orders, including nudity, which is quite vulgar for China. After all, girls in this country are much more closed than others. By the way, spending a few weeks looking for information about Yuan, I came across materials with the mark 18+, but the girl herself was not seen there, and as I think, fans or just haters found similar videos and attributed the name Yuan Herong in the hope of getting a lot of views. Yuan's work is explicit, but none of her work looks vulgar and disgusting. Yuan demonstrates her work on Instagram and Twitter. Some of them I cannot show, so that I wouldn't get punched in my face by YouTube. By the way, Yuan's old profile was stolen by intruders, who asked her to transfer 1 Bitcoin to their cryptocurrency account. Yuan of course did not do it and just created a new profile, which I will share at the end of this video. By the way, models in China, especially such non-standard ones, can earn up to 5,000 yuan for the shooting day. As a model, the girl is often called a shoot cosplays of a game character named Chun-Li. This is the first female playable character in the fighting game genre, which is first introduced in the second game of franchise Street Fighter 2. Her powerful legs and shoulders are just right to showcase the strength of this fictional character. In addition to her hobbies and interests, Yuan Herong loves Kung Fu and martial arts. Since childhood, she has been practicing Chinese Kung Fu and told her parents that she would like to connect her life with it. But her father and mother, who are also medics by education, insisted on choosing this specialty. However, in one of her interviews, the girl said, "When I collect enough money, I will still hire a coach and do martial arts. This is my dream and I'm not going to give it up." Many people call such legs volumes freakish, and Yuan Herong is often compared to Bahar Nabieva, but Chinese. Personally, my opinion, she is still far from Bahar, but she definitely stands out with her dimensions. By the way, are Yuan's legs beautiful or too much? Write your opinion in the comments below. But while the beauty of Yuan's legs is debatable, their strength is quite evident. I went through a lot of her Instagram posts, hoping to find more strength records and training information. At first she started her page in Chinese and then switched to English when more people started to subscribe. She's usually not very verbose in her publications, but here is what I managed to find out. The maximum weight on the squat in Smith machine was 308 pounds, which is the same weight she did glute bridge and short amplitude deadlift with 352 pounds. At the same time, the girl often works on multi-repetition mode for at least 10 repetitions. As you can see, she works with quite heavy weights, works them out from different angles and does not focus only on basic movements. In her arsenal there is also work on block machines as well as such non-standard lunges. According to Yuan, she trains at least 4 to 5 times a week, just right after work, no matter what the weather is like or how she feels. Yuan misses training only on really good reasons. Fanaticism of the girls proves her blisters, which accidentally got into network from the girls' WeChat. And interestingly enough, the motivation for girl is not the training itself, but the result. Herong admits that she thought about quitting bodybuilding, but seeing how her body is changing, she always realized that it is worth it. In September, Herong took second place at the Chinese National Bodybuilding Championship. This once again proved to the girl that she was going to the right direction. Yuan did not plan to compete, but her coach Zhang Wei, a professional bodybuilder, convinced the girl that she had good genetics for the sport. Many of you definitely have a question about using use of drugs. And to be honest, I am often accused as an author that I justify the athletes I talk about in my project, but this case is certainly an exception. Although the girl writes that she trains naturally, of course, at the professional level all athletes use pharmacology, and Yuan is no exception. Just talk about it to a girl is not accepted, especially considering the popularity of the athlete. It is all the more risky. Besides, tell a fool that without pharma it's impossible to grow and he will become like this guy. The girl's fanaticism is so strong that even when she was pregnant, she did not stop training in the gym. Yuan got pregnant at the age of 30, which is quite late for a Chinese woman, and after 2 months she returned to training in the gym. It should be noted that Yuan did not give up iron until she was 8 months pregnant, and the most interesting thing is that the 6th month of pregnancy Herong almost had no belly. The girl said that this was due to the training and proper nutrition. As an example, she even posted a photo of herself and her friend in the 8th month. I'm certainly no expert on pregnancy and bellies, but it does look very unusual for such a term. Before her pregnancy, Yuan weighed 143 pounds and even lost weight afterwards to 100 pounds. At the same time, she is already squatting 465 pounds, but she does it exclusively on the Smith machine because it's safer. For those who think that Yuan harms her health, do not rush to the conclusions. First of all, the child was born completely healthy, which justifies the girl's approach. And secondly, after pregnancy, she did not run immediately to the gym, but started with yoga and Pilates, and then moved to the strength training. If you enjoyed the Yuan Herong story, be sure to check out this video about another incredibly strong Chinese girl who amazes with her calisthenics skills.